Hi everyone, welcome to Moments of Reflection with Miss T on MCI TV. I'm your girl, Makgoane, also known as Miss T. And as you know, this show is all about life after the Young Women's Camp 2020, where we're recapping on how COVID-19 affected some of our guests. So before we even get into today's show, guys, remember we're still under lockdown level 2. Please, every time when you go out, don't forget to wear your mask, and also sanitize or wash your hands with water and soap. So on today's show, guys, we have a very exciting episode. This is episode 7. As you can see that we are not in our usual settings, we're not in our studios today. We came to invade Thatolicious kitchen. Yes, we're talking food today. I'm so excited, guys. So I'm not gonna waste your time. We're just going to go straight into our show. On today's show, we have the lovely Thatolicious, guys. She's vibrant, she's my inspiration. But as you know, I always want my guests to introduce themselves, so we're just going to go straight into it. Thatolicious, welcome to Moments of Reflection.
Oh, thank you very much, Miss T. I'm honored to be your guest today.
Sure, I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this day for such a long time now.
Well, it's about time.
Okay, so Thatolicious, a lot of people know that or don't know that you are an MC at the Young Women's Camp 2020, and that is why you're one of our guests today. So as I say every time, I want my guests to be the ones introducing themselves. So I want you to introduce yourself to our lovely audience. Tell us about who is Thatolicious in your own words.
I am born Thato Makgoane. I am a sister, I'm a friend, I'm a mother to 2 wonderful twins. I am a mechanic by profession. I'm a speaker, I'm a preacher. I am a DIY, I am so many things, and I'm just a lover of life, and I love food.
Yeah, we're here to talk about the last part that you spoke of, the love of your life, food. So guys, I hope as we're talking about food, you also have your hot bevs and keeping warm wherever you are, because I know right now it's a bit chilly out there. So Thatolicious, I just want you to tell us about life after the Young Women's Camp 2020. When the Young Women's Camp happened, we heard the president bringing in the new regulations about this coronavirus, and now we had to limit the guests that were supposed to come to the camp. Just tell me, as an MC going to such an event, or how did you see everything? How, in your own words, like how did that affect you?
Okay, the Young Women's Camp, for one, we had anticipated a lot of people, and I know because of the regulations that came in, it was literally a week before the camp, so a lot of things had to be restructured. Me personally, I felt whoever was there was supposed to be there, and the people that could not make it, because some could not make it due to the traveling restrictions that had been put in place, and some was also work, and also it's a lot of things that affected the people that couldn't make it to the camp. But those that were there, I must tell you, it was mind-blowing. We were a small number. The camp had so many facilities for us. We had games, we had mind-blowing exercises, and what we had the most was connecting with God.
Yes,
that is what the main purpose for the camp was. And as the MC, I remember saying to the other ladies, no, we need to go and clean up. And I said, no, we are at the camp. We don't need to go and clean up. The people need to know that at the camp we went and we were sliding in the mud and we were playing with water. And then we had a service. We needed to be as real as we possibly could, because every time you get into such an environment and you want to be fake, the people don't believe you. People can read through the things that are not genuine. So personally, as an MC, I had a good time. I had, we had interactions with the ladies that were very personal. And it wasn't just ladies there. I don't know if you had mentioned to the viewers that we also had gentlemen out there.
Yes, we
did. And it was actually a different setup to what we had actually thought about. And the weather, I think the weather also played a big role because it got us to be more intimate than I think we could have been because it was raining. And you know, on a campsite with the rain, you don't have, we could only do activities for so long, and we could only swim for so long, and then we had to be in the presence of God, and that's where we needed to be.
Sure. Wow. I know I'm one of the guilty people who just wanted to dress up, guys. We needed to do our hair. I had a new hairstyle, so but I'm glad that you allowed us and told us about how real we need to be at the camp, because for me, I think it's one of the things that we forget as women, because we think every time, especially when we're behind the camera, you think you always have to look perfect, but you made us realize and understand the reason why we were at the camp, and that was connecting with God and being real with ourselves and just enjoying nature. So thank you very much. So with this COVID-19, personally, a lot of people have been losing their jobs, companies have been closing. How did COVID-19 affect you as Thato?
Okay, so I'm one of the people that lost their jobs. I'm gonna go back before losing my job.
Okay.
When we were on level 5 lockdown, when everything was shut, the first day I couldn't even stay indoors. I said, okay, let me think, what am I gonna do? Because I'm a person that can't sit still. I've got a drive that wants me to do something.
Okay.
So every time I think, my mind goes on overdrive. And I think that time allowed me to be one with myself. So I needed to be able to connect with me. And that is why I always say, when I tell people that, you know what, I lost my job, but it's okay, because there is a purpose why I lost my job. I got to work, because I remember now, we were on, I think it was about 5 weeks that we were home on level 5, I'm not quite sure. But then when they relaxed the levels to level 4 and then level 3, they said, okay, fine, we can come back to work. And it was a different atmosphere, because everybody was saying, no, we need to go back to normal. And I'll tell you, what is normal? Because if you are in a process of being transformed, when you go out there, you cannot go back to what you used to be.
Yeah.
So what I did personally when I was in lockdown, I would sit and connect with God. I would sit and pray. I would sit and ask God, what is it that you want me to come out of this being? What is it? Because you know, if I wasn't praying, I was cooking. Because that's the only thing that I knew how to do without having to disturb anybody, without having to worry about anything. For me, I would think, okay, let me see, what else can we cook today? If people could go back, but check out the post, they will see, okay, this is what I was cooking on this day, and this one, because that's what I love to do. And for me, feeding fulfills.
Sure.
I'm that kind of a person. I want people to be fulfilled by the things that I'm able to do for them. I don't have money to give you, but I can feed you so that your soul can get satisfied. And when I went back to work, I also missed being home a bit. And I felt guilty. Why am I was home for so long. Why do I miss being home? And I'll tell you the disturbance that came. Because now you must know, whenever you go through life, you go through challenges. And the enemy is there waiting for you. The enemy is there saying, okay, you're busy praying and communicating with your God. Nah, I'll tell you, I'll show you, I'll bring you down. The night before I went to work, my son was hospitalized.
Sure.
Now here's me again. I have to go back and say, but God, I can't even ask my employer to say, okay, I need time off, I need to go stay at the hospital. I had to ask the hospital to say, you know what, I can't stay here, but I can come and sleep here. And I have to send one child away, because if my twin, if you know, twins are not to be separated. If they're separated,
Okay.
they kind of suffer emotionally because they are missing something. So I had to send one twin to the other grandmother while I slept at the hospital and went to work.
Sure.
So that was also transformation on my side. Now I needed to learn resilience. I needed to get to work and not show what my personal problems are.
Yeah.
Because I was working as a frontline staff. I'm the face of the company. I have to be all made up. I have to smile, and I have to be recipient of any emotion that the customer gives. Now this is all teaching me. All that it has taught me is to be one with me. It has taught me to understand who this person is. It has taught me not to just break down and perish. When I got the letter to say that I'm being retrenched, I was like, okay, all right. You mean if you give me this letter, you're saying I am affected by the retrenchment? And they said yes. And I remember I went to the bathroom with that letter. I said, can I please read it? I went to the bathroom and then and I was praying and I said, you know what, God, when I was born you said Thato ya gago e phethagetse. So let your will be done. I will not fight with anybody. I will not fight for anything, but I will let you fight for me. And funny enough, when I was on lockdown, I started a channel on YouTube, Thatolicious, because it's delicious. And I don't know if there was maybe a preparation as well. Because these things have a way that they happen.
Yeah.
Especially when you think about the spiritual realm. You know, things don't just happen by chance. There's a reason behind everything happening. So I was in a way being prepared, because I would always say, people would say, this lockdown, what are you saying, Wena? And I said, God is in control.
Sure, yeah, indeed, God is in control. And
I still say today, God is in control. Because when I was given an opportunity to say, okay, do you want to fight this? You've got a month. You can fight it and then dispute, and I said to them, I'm not gonna fight it. If you guys are letting me go, all good and well. Thank you for having me. It was good being in the presence. It was good growth for me, because I had been in the motor industry before, so this was my 4 years now. And for me, I had learned a lot, because every time, if you take a day without learning something, you have wasted your time.
Sure.
So I would take every little lesson from every customer that I would have, and I want to bring a smile to someone's face. So that for me, that journey was good. I don't regret anything. Fast forward to today, Thatolicious is a brand.
Sure, yeah. And I just wanted, the next question was going to be, then how did you start Thatolicious? What led you to saying, okay, it was a YouTube channel and I was just cooking for my family and cooking just for entertainment. What made you say, after everything that has happened, in the midst of losing my job and now having to deal with the reality of being home, I'm starting my own company, my own home restaurant? Like, what led you to saying, I'm doing this?
Okay, I sat down because I was at work until the 30th of June. The 1st of July, I spent the day in Blankies. And I said, I'm going to take this time and rest. I'm not going to sit and mope. I'm going to take the time and rest. But tomorrow, we're starting something else. Because the kids must eat. Their lights must be on. We need to look good. And all that needs money. Yeah. And I believe, I'm a sole believer that you cannot want to spend money you have not worked for. So I'm not afraid of hard work. I knew it was going to be difficult. I knew that there were going to be challenges. I knew that I didn't have much. But I had a salary that they had given me. Even though I had bills to pay, there was a little that I could use because I wasn't traveling, we weren't eating out, which was for me a bonus. Because then I would start. Remember, I started selling rolls. I started selling rolls before even before I was retrenched. And those garlic rolls, they showed me flames because I did not know that I could actually do that.
Sure.
I was not aware that I was capable of that. And immediately when I sat down and thought, okay, this is something else. And I love watching food channels, oh my soul. And I look at all these people, and when they go from restaurant to restaurant, and you kind of see, okay, so this is what people do, this is how they do it. Because sometimes you can go to school and study something, but there's passion that you are born with.
Yeah.
There's fire that burns inside of you. I can spend a day and not eat, but I work with food.
Sure.
Because my end goal is not me feeling myself. My end game is me feeling somebody else, and not just your stomach, but I want you to be fulfilled. So every time I think of preparing something, like today I'm going to show you what I'm going to prepare. Every time I think of preparing something, I think I want this person to go,
Sure. Okay.
I never thought. And that for me is fulfilling.
It's delicious.
It's delicious.
Okay, so wow, your story is so inspiring, and I know a lot of people who went through similar things related to you, like losing their job, can relate to your story. And I hope somebody out there is inspired to say, I'm not just going to sit down because now I've lost my job, but I'm going to find something else. As you've been speaking, and I'm thinking of the Young Women's Camp, we were talking about birthing your godly purpose, and I believe that each and every one of the ladies who were there right now, there's something that God birthed out of them. And I'm seeing with you right now, I'm like, oh, okay, God, this is what you were birthing out. As you were saying, there's a passion, it is a purpose that is in you that God was bringing out, and today we see it as Thatolicious. And I'm so glad that, wow, indeed, you birthed out your godly purpose. And one of the questions I would like to ask you is that, you know, people think when I'm talking about birthing your godly purpose, they always think ministry, they think pulpit, and they don't understand that this is a purpose, this talents, this gift that God has given you to come and fulfill here on earth, that does not necessarily relate to the pulpit, but he says that whatever you do, do it as though you're doing it unto God. So for you, when I'm talking about godly purpose, maybe in a few words, tell people what that means to you.
Okay, I'm not sure if I can do a few words, because you just brought something to my mind. You know, I do not despise anything, no matter how small. People bainyatsa. People belittle themselves because they don't understand that what you carry within you. Last night I was also reading. As I was reading last night, it said there's a gift that you have that someone else needs.
Yeah.
And you need to understand that if I have a gift within me and I don't share it, God will come back to me and say, but why didn't you share it? It goes back to the scripture that says that the guys were given, one was given 1 talent, the other one 5 talents, the other one 2 talents. And when the owner came back and asked, so what did you do? This one said, no, I gained more, because I need to be accountable for me. I need to be accountable and say, no, you gave me a talent of cooking. I developed relationships.
Sure. Okay.
I developed communication skills. I developed listening skills. I developed understanding, because those are things that we lack.
Yeah.
And because we lack those things, we misunderstand each other.
Okay.
There's so much conflict because people don't listen. There's so much conflict because people don't understand. But people are quick to judge.
Yeah.
So you need to understand that whatever you are carrying within you, certain things you don't need to go and study for, but you have it in you. Some have a gift of poetry, some have the gift of art, but because it doesn't look as glamorous. Some have the gift building, because it doesn't look as fancy. You thinking, no, my gift is not enough because I can't dress up. I believe that I was given resilience.
Sure.
My gift was resilience and the ability not to quit.
Sure. Okay.
And that is something that has carried me thus far and will carry me even to the greater lengths. I always say I'm going to be a prominent woman one day. Hello. And I believe that everybody that is up there started somewhere.
Yes.
And if you don't have the vision, if you don't have the dream, if you don't have the zeal, you are not getting anywhere. And feel sorry for yourself. I don't do that. I don't have a problem, Yahore. I feel sorry for myself. I don't have a problem, Yahore. What are people saying? As long as you do good, do it. Do good and do it. Work within you. Find out what is it that you are born with. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be you.
Sure, yeah, ne? It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be you. So, Thatolicious, let us go straight into what you have prepared for us today. You'll just take us through your menu and everything. Show us what you are born with.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I'm gonna show you just a little trick. I'm gonna show you just one thing that I've done. We're gonna make a chicken burger.
Ooh, okay.
Oh yes, and we washed our hands before. So what I do is, I'm not gonna show you my spices, guys. I'm not gonna show you my spices. I'm gonna show you, these are the chicken fillets that I have. This is my minsa. So we need this as an end product.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is just gonna quickly grind this one. Let me do this.
And one thing I want people to know is that you also do your own patties.
Yes.
Your own like sauces. What inspired you to say, I'm not going to buy any other patty? In Thatolicious, we're just going to do everything ourselves.
The taste.
Okay.
I wanted something that tasted like nothing you've ever tasted.
Like nothing you've ever
It's like
tasted.
nothing you've ever tasted.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do this. Let me just do that. Just gonna use a quick one. Let's do this. Let's do this one. Here we go. Why am I showing you this? Someone asked me when I told them about a chicken burger, is it chicken? Yes, it's chicken. Normal chicken. So this is what I do. I mix my chicken with all my 9 herbs and spices. I'm not gonna tell you what they are, but I'm gonna show you. This is what it comes out as. So this we mixed. This one has been previously mixed, and then it has to be coated and then fried. So I'm gonna take this away. I'm gonna show you the end product.
Hey guys, it has to be coated and fried, guys. Coated and fried. Today I'm going to learn how to cook. Next time I'll be in the kitchen.
So this is the end product. It's coated and fried. And then we're gonna put it into this baby. Now this is the baby before, ne? This is what it looks like before it's baked. Now if you can check my YouTube channel, Thatolicious, because it's delicious, I've got a recipe for this bread, fortunately for you, but I'm not giving away any other recipes. And then this is what we do. So this one has been baked. It bakes for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then this is what we're gonna do. I make my own pickles. Make my own pickles. Why do I make my own pickles? I also wanted it to be different.
Yeah, I know. We make everything ourselves here
I
at
like
Thatolicious.
things that taste different.
Okay.
And then, like she said, I make my own sauces.
So you're also not going to tell us what's in there?
No. I'm not telling you what's in there. And then we're gonna put our onions there. And we're gonna put our patty there.
Guys, I'm already hungry.
And then we're gonna put in our coleslaw. Let me bring my coleslaw. Okay, I decided on making my burgers with a coleslaw because I wanted something different.
Okay, so we don't have your normal lettuce.
No,
Oh, okay.
we don't have lettuce. We've got our coleslaw. And you're gonna just put in a little bit of sauce again. There we go. And voila.
Whoa.
And anyone that's tasted this will tell you it's delicious.
Okay, guys, I'm about to taste this. And I really hope it is, as Thatolicious says, it's delicious. Yeah, we don't eat burgers on first dates. Otherwise,
Otherwise you mess yourself
so I
up.
really hope I'm not gonna mess myself up.
And there we go.
All right.
Enjoy.
They say the proof is in the pudding. I love my job right now. Okay, guys. Truly. It's like nothing you've ever seen. Wow. Okay, I'll leave this for later. Speaking of messy Thatolicious, thank you. You also have what we call messy chips. Just tell us about your menu. What else do you offer besides the burger? I know today you're not gonna show us everything, just so that our viewers know.
Okay. We also have the messy chips, which is a very favorite. I'm not gonna show you how to make the messy chips. I will give giving myself away. We've got the messy chips. We've got the signature wings.
Okay.
And the burgers, we've got, not only do we have the chicken, we've got the beef. Like she already mentioned, I make my own patties. The only patties that I don't make are the rib patties.
Okay.
So we've got the rib patties as well. And the wings, we've got different flavors. We've got the spicy, and that is spicy. I make my own chili.
Sure.
We've got the lemon and herb. The lemon I take from the tree outside and I squeeze it myself, and I mix that myself as well. And then we've got the sweet and sticky. That is also something that I make myself. I make the sauce myself. And yeah, that's basically that. And also on Fridays and Saturdays we've got our Thatolicious.
Okay.
Our Thatolicious has got pap. You either choose pap or chips or bread,
Okay.
with the meat that you would want me to prepare. So I would make wors. Soon I'm going to be making my own wors.
Yo, okay.
I've got the chicken steak and I've got the pork. And on Sundays, month-end Sundays, like the one that we just had, that is like boom.
Okay.
We make everything that's in the kitchen. The only thing that we don't put in the pot is the stove. So I would make 2 veggies, at least 3 salads, and dumpling or samp. Chicken I fry, and the beef I make as a stew, and then I make the dessert. So far I've been making just the malva, but it's my own twist. I call it Mama's malva pudding.
Okay. And I guess you won't tell us the ingredients as well. Okay. So you also do, for special occasions, do you offer, like when people have parties or funerals or something? Do you have something? Because now with the lockdown, there's few people that are allowed to attend events. Do you cater for such?
I do. I have I have platters firstly for smaller occasions.
Okay.
So I've got platters that range from your fruit platter, your savory platter that's got the pastries, the breads, and I've got your meaty platter.
Okay.
Whatever meat you want me to put in, I put in. And then I've got the snack platter that's my favorite, with the biltongs, the nuts and the fruits and all the cheeses. That is the one. And for the funerals, I haven't yet started preparing for funerals, but it is something that is in the pipeline that I could be doing. The team, I've got a team behind me that we're working on something like arranging a funeral for at least 50 people, and then thinking of what we can offer them. And also when it comes to weddings, the same. We're still working on something behind the scenes.
Okay, wow. Thatolicious, I really enjoyed having you here at Moments of Reflection with Ms. T on MCI TV. Before we go, any last words of wisdom or anything you want to share with our audience out there?
I would always say, go out there and get what's out there. I don't believe that even the sky is the limit. I'm pushing to milestones that I can't even imagine. And as little as we started, we're gonna be great. One day, I'm gonna be standing there in some place and telling people that this is how we started. And I believe everybody can do that. Just look within you and know that you are a go-getter, and go out there and get it. You don't need much, you need to believe.
Sure, as you heard it, guys, you don't need much, you need only to believe. Thatolicious, wow, our time unfortunately has to end here. Please tell people where they can find you for more information or when they want to interact with you.
On Facebook, they can find me at Thatolicious. My cell phone number is 083-7277-555. That's 083-7277-555. And they can also check out my YouTube channel, Thatolicious, because it's delicious.
Oh yeah, because it is really delicious. My mouth just can't wait to finish that burger. It was really nice having you, like I said, at our short Moments of Reflection with Ms. D. Thanks for availing your time.
Thank you so much. It's been an honor.
Okay guys, like I said, this was an awesome episode. Yo guys, the food, you really need to try out Thatolicious. This is me, your girl Ms. T. This was episode 7 of Moments of Reflection with Ms. T on MCI TV. Please don't forget to like our Facebook page on MCI TV and TM Makgoane Ministries Facebook page, and also please go and subscribe at our YouTube channel MCI TV. From your girl Ms. T, see you next week.